Hi Pisces, welcome to MoonDaughter Esoterica. This is your weekly reading for November 10th through November 16th, 2019. I'd like to welcome you to my channel. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Click the bell for more notifications. And if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. So let's get started. Let's see what's ahead for you Pisces for the week of November 10th through 16th. The first card we're going to look at is sort of the theme of the week. And for you this week, we have the dog, and the card says loyalty, sincerity, and unconditional love. I'm really drawn to the loyalty here, Pisces. I feel like it's something that's very important to you, and that's something that you may be looking at this week. You may be questioning people's loyalty. You may be wanting to check into yourself and make sure that you're being loyal to yourself as well. But let's see how this is going to play out. The first card we have for you this week is Eight of Swords. So yeah, you may be second guessing yourself this week, Pisces. I'm seeing that there's a lot on your mind, and this may be playing scenarios over and over in your head, which obviously is leaving you tied up. Or this could be playing, wondering if you can trust someone, wondering if you can trust yourself. I do want to pull some more cards to see exactly what this is about. There is courage to get out of this situation. It's going to take courage to get out of your head, especially if you're questioning somebody else's loyalty, because you feel like you can't really move until you understand the situation, until you know where somebody lies with you. But let's take a look at the cards and see how that's going to play out. Your second card is Five of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, I feel like there is a bit of a questioning. I feel like it may be questioning people around you. And maybe not even recognizing that people are willing to assist and help you. I feel like some of you may be feeling like, well, I'm always there for this person. But then when I need somebody, there's nobody to turn to. But I feel like this is self-imposed. I feel like maybe your thoughts won't let you. Maybe you're wondering what they're going to think about you. If you're always the strong one, can you trust anyone? But with this Five of Pentacles, there are resources available for you. You do have to be discerning in what you accept, but you also do have to ask for help. As you can see, these people are cold, they're poor, they're starving, they're out in the cold, but there's a lit church window here. All they need to do is go inside and ask for help. With this card in reverse, I feel like this isn't something out of your realm. It's not like you have to swallow your pride or anything like that. But I feel like you may be putting terms and conditions on yourself that aren't really reasonable. And you are a very loyal person, and the people around you, I feel, are loyal too. You just have to have the courage to be able to ask for help. Let's take a look at your next card. Yep, there it is, Wheel of Fortune. Whatever the situation is, the wheel always turns. Sometimes it's upright, sometimes it's reversed. It's upright this time. So things are going pretty good. And you have an abundance of people and resources and help available to you. You simply need to ask for it, Pisces. We'll take a look at the last card here. And that's the Hermit in reverse. Now, the Hermit in the upright position talks about going within, seeking what lies within. And I think this is the answer to this. Is it you questioning yourself or questioning other people? And they're saying, get out of your head. It's time to come out of your shell, and it's time to ask for help. And there's a lot of people around you very, very willing to help. You just have to have the courage to do so. Again, there is discernment. You want to make sure that you're approaching the right person for the type of help you need. But I do see it available to you. So let's take a look at your Spiritual Path Healing card for the week. And this card says Divinity. The spark of divine light is within you at the center of your being. Ask the universe to lovingly remind you of who you are. And so I feel like that's really saying, remember that you are not alone. You don't have to go through this struggle. You don't have to go through whatever it is you're going through alone. Universe has your back on this. And universe is also bringing people to you that are willing to help, providing resources for whatever this situation is. If it's financial, there are resources available to you. You have to ask for them though. And that may be difficult. to say, hey, I need some financial help, because you're worried about other people's judgments. You're worried about other people thinking you're irresponsible with your physical resources or something like that. Maybe even you had a large sum of money and it sort of trickled away, or you had to spend it on something big and now you need some financial assistance. Don't be afraid to ask. There's people willing to loan you $20 if that's what you need to get through the week. This talks about also emotional vulnerability, and that's really scary, because I feel like you almost carry this badge of honor as that you're the person that everybody goes to. You hold everybody up, and that's great. That is a beautiful thing, Pisces. But you also have to know when to ask for help, and you have to know that that help is already there for you. It's already being provided. All you have to do is ask for it. So let's see what your inspiration card is for this week. Okay, the card says celebrate differences. So this may actually be reaching out to people that you wouldn't consider an ally, or you wouldn't consider would be helpful because you're completely different. But I feel like this week you need a new approach. What you've been doing hasn't necessarily been working. You need help and you need an approach. So there may be people who approach things differently, who do things differently, who see things differently, but you have to remember divinity is connected and runs through each and every one of us. So if you're sort of stuck in a corner and you've done everything you can and you cannot see a way out, perhaps there's someone in your environment that can, and you need to sort of put that out there and look to see who's willing to help. Look to see who might have a different perspective on this situation and accept help from them. Of course, if it makes sense. If it goes completely against the grain of who you are, if it's that different, you certainly don't want to compromise yourself. And that's what this Five of Pentacles in reverse is talking about, is, putting yourself in a situation where you're either more in debt, or you're having to act a certain way to get someone to assist you, or pretend to be something you're not, or pretend to be someone you're not. And that self-loyalty is definitely there. I don't feel like you have to do so, but I feel like at least considering somebody else's advice, somebody else's help, I wouldn't take it off the board just because they do things differently. So that's all I'm getting from your cards this week, Pisces. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you'd like to get a reading with me, you can contact me either through Facebook or through email, and I will leave those links in the description box below. Again, have a great week, many blessings, and I can't wait to see you next week. Thanks again.